You don't see radiation, you taste it. A cold metallic tang on your tongue while a dosimeter clicks in the background. It's 1:23 a.m., 1986. From this moment on, your life isn't measured in years anymore. It's measured in Roentgens. Level 1. Civilian Conscript. The bus drops you at a checkpoint you didn't know existed. They hand you a dosimeter that clicks. Always. You're told it means nothing. The man beside you asks if he can call his wife. The officer doesn't answer. Your uniform smells like diesel and someone else's sweat. It doesn't fit. The boots are too small. You walk toward Reactor 4 in a line of 50 men. No one speaks. The clicking gets faster. You're given a shovel and told to clear debris from the roof. Graphite chunks. You recognize them from school. Your teacher said graphite was used in pencils. You throw 12 pieces over the edge. Your shift is 90 seconds. When you come down, you vomit into an oil drum. The officer marks a clipboard. You see your name. Next to it, 340 Roentgens. You sleep in a tent that night. The man next to you asks if you think they'll let you go home. You pretend to be asleep. Level 2. Roof Liquidator. Second tour. They call you back after 3 weeks. Your wife cries when the letter arrives. You don't tell her the dosimeter you wore broke on day 4, that you worked 6 shifts instead of 1. This time you're on the roof longer, 2 minutes. The graphite is heavier than you remember. Your hands blister through the gloves. A boy, maybe 19, drops his shovel. It clatters. He doesn't pick it up. He just stands there, staring at the core. The officer screams at him through a megaphone. You grab the boy's arm. His skin is hot. You drag him to the ladder. He thanks you. 3 days later, you hear he's in Moscow, hospital number 6. You don't ask which ward. At night, you start counting. The men who were here when you arrived, then the men who are here now. The numbers don't match. Level 3. Decontamination Crew Leader. They promote you because you came back. That's the logic. You survived, so you must know something. You lead 12 men with fire hoses. Your job is to spray down vehicles leaving the zone. The water is cold. It runs brown, then black, then something that doesn't have a color. You're told to aim for the wheel wells, the undercarriage. You do this for 10 hours a day. One of your men, Dmitri, starts losing his hair. Not all of it. Patches. He asks you if he should report it. You tell him no. Reporting means Moscow. Moscow means you never see him again. You spray down a dump truck. The driver is eating a sandwich. He doesn't look at you. Your dosimeter is in your pocket. You stop checking it. You drink vodka that night with the other crew leaders. Someone makes a joke about growing a third arm. Everyone laughs. You laugh. You don't remember why it's funny. Level 4. Burial Team Supervisor. They give you a manifest, 19 pages, single-spaced. Each line is a contaminated item. Fire trucks, ambulances, helicopters. Your job is to bury them. You oversee the digging. Trenches 30 feet deep. The earth here is clay. It sticks to everything. You watch a bulldozer push a fire engine into a hole. The same fire engine that responded on April 26th. You recognize the dent in the door. A young engineer approaches you. He's wearing a clean suit. He asks why you're burying the vehicles instead of decontaminating them. You tell him what you were told. It's faster. He starts to say something about cost analysis. You walk away. Your crew buries a school bus. You don't ask why a school bus was in the zone. The manifest doesn't explain. You just write the code next to it. 5,600 Roentgens. At night, you dream of digging, just digging. You never see what you're burying. Level 5, Reactor Stabilization Officer. You're inside the sarcophagus now, the structure they're building around Reactor 4. It's dark. The air tastes like metal. Your job is to monitor the core temperature. You stand in a room with 3 other men. None of you speak. The thermometer is analog. You write the numbers in a ledger every 15 minutes. Sometimes the numbers go up. Sometimes they don't. No one tells you what the numbers mean. You see the core once. Through a gap in the concrete. It glows. Not like fire. Like something that shouldn't exist. You stare for 5 seconds, maybe 6. Your superior grabs your shoulder. He doesn't say anything. He just pulls you back. You start forgetting things. Small things. Your daughter's birthday. The name of your street. You write them down in the margins of the ledger. The numbers. The dates. Your life in the corners of someone else's data. Level 6. Zone Perimeter Commander. They move you outside the sarcophagus. Give you a command post. 30 men. Your job is to keep people out. Looters, journalists, the families who want to go home. A woman shows up at the checkpoint. She's holding a photo of a house. She says she left her wedding album. You tell her she can't enter. She offers you money. American dollars. You take them. Then you tell her no anyway. Your men start trading. Dosimeters for cigarettes. Radiation badges for vodka. You pretend not to notice. One of your sergeants asks if you want a cut. You say no. He stops asking. A journalist bribes his way in. He's found by a patrol. They bring him to you. He's French. He has a camera. You open the camera. Expose the film. He screams at you in a language you don't understand. You hand him the empty camera. Tell him to leave. You eat dinner alone. Canned meat. Stale bread. You think about the woman with the wedding album. You burned it. Her house. Last month, orders. Level 7, Liquidation Logistics Director. You have an office now in Chernobyl town. The reactor is 8 kilometers away. You can't see it, but you know it's there. Your job is efficiency, allocating shifts, rotating crews, minimizing exposure per capita. You have a chart on your wall, names, dates, accumulated doses. Some names have red lines through them. A factory director calls. He needs 12 men back. His quota is falling. You tell him the men are assigned for 6 more weeks. He mentions your superior's name. Casually, you send the men back. You assign 12 others. Farmers, mechanics, a school teacher. You stop learning names. You learn numbers instead. Roentgen per hour, man hours per task, mortality rate per quartile. The numbers are clean. Easier. Your wife visits. She asks why you look tired. You tell her you're fine. She touches your hand. You pull away. Not because you want to, because you don't know if you're safe to touch. Level 8. Medical Review Board Member. They ask you to join the board. You're not a doctor. That doesn't matter. You understand the numbers, the costs. Your job is to review liquidator compensation claims, disability, medical coverage, death benefits. Each file has a dosimeter reading, a medical report, a request. You deny 70% of them, not because you want to, because the readings are disputed, because the symptoms are non-specific, because the budget is finite. A man comes to your office, his file is on your desk, he has lesions on his arms, he can't work, he has 3 children. You show him the dosimeter log, his name, his shifts, the numbers are low, below threshold. He starts crying. He says the dosimeters were broken. You tell him you need proof. He leaves. You approve 11 11 claims that day. Deny 43. You go home. Your daughter is playing in the yard. You watch her through the window. You don't go outside. Level 9. State Committee Advisor. You're in Moscow now. An apartment near the Kremlin. You advise on liquidation policy, long-term monitoring, public communication. You've never been to the zone again. You don't need to. A report lands on your desk. Cancer rates among liquidators. The numbers are high, higher than projected. A junior analyst suggests disclosure. You explain why that's impossible. The panic, the lawsuits, the international implications. You redraft the report. The numbers change. Not drastically, just enough. The cancer rates are now within expected variance. The analyst looks at you. You don't look back. You give a speech at a ceremony, honoring the liquidators, their sacrifice, their heroism. The room applauds. You see faces you recognize. Men from the roof, the burial teams. They're thinner now, grayer. Some are in wheelchairs. After the ceremony, one of them approaches you. He says your name. You don't recognize him. He tells you, Dmitri, from the Decontamination crew. He asks if you remember. You say yes. You don't. He asks about his claim, his disability. You tell him you'll look into it. He thanks you. He believes you. Level 10, the witness. You retire at 59. Full pension. A dacha outside Moscow. Your wife is dead. Cancer, stomach. She never went to Chernobyl. You receive a letter. A historian. She's writing a book. She wants your account. The truth. You throw it away. You watch the news. The sarcophagus is failing. They're building a new one. They interview a young engineer. He talks about safety, improvements, lessons learned. He uses the word containment 17 times. You think about the boy on the roof, the one who stared at the core, the woman with the wedding album, Dmitri. You try to remember their faces. You can't. You remember the numbers, the Roentgen, the shifts, the claims denied. Your dosimeter is in a drawer. You've kept it. You take it out sometimes. It still clicks. Always. You're told it means nothing. You sit in your dacha. The sun is setting. You count the trees in your yard. Then you count them again. The numbers are the same. That's all you have left. The numbers, they're clean. They don't lie. They don't plead. They don't stare through a window wondering if they'll die. You close your eyes. The clicking continues. You've learned to sleep through it. In the end, the numbers are all that's left. They don't lie, and they don't bleed. If this story stayed with you, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most hidden hierarchies. Comment below which life as journey I should cover next. Thanks for watching.